Hello and welcome to Feel Good Fridays with Pastor Kristin, coming to you today from the All Saints Sanctuary, and probably a view that many of you have not seen for 10 months. I thought that I would bring you a little bit of familiarity for those of you who regularly worship actually in our building when we can do that, and bring you our lovely blue windows as the backdrop for our Feel Good Friday today. There are a lot of things that I have been thinking about this week, and with the change in our administration, I know that some of you are overjoyed and some of you are really concerned, and that was kind of the opposite for the last 4 years. And so I think just a reminder, I know that I was very inspired by the poet laureate who spoke at the inauguration, Amanda Gorman. Just her words were very powerful. And if you have not heard them, I encourage you to go online and find them someplace, because what she had to say, I think, was beautiful. And while it may be hard to think about what unity will look like with a country that has been so divided over the past, well, not just over the past 4 years, it's been growing for longer than that. But I do hope that we are able to find a way to move forward and to see ourselves as one once again. And I think we have that modeled for us in what God calls us to. Not that we live that out well. There are a whole lot of different Christian denominations that we often are not very good at being united with. But I think in our goal, the first step is always to look to loving God and loving our neighbor as ourselves. As we start there, no matter who our neighbor might be supporting in politics, to continue to love one another with the love that God has shown us is a great first step for us to finding some unity and some common ground, as we see every person as a beloved child of God and as our neighbor that we should treat as we would want to be treated. Not as we were treated, but as we would want to be treated. And so I want to share with you a few verses from the 6th chapter of Deuteronomy, passage of scripture known as the Shema. Deuteronomy chapter 6, starting at verse 4. Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord alone. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your might. Keep these words that I am commanding you today in your heart. Recite them to your children and talk about them when you are at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you rise. Bind them as a sign on your hand, fix them as an emblem on your forehead, and write them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. A reminder for us that we should always have in front of us this commandment: to love the Lord our God with all our heart, soul, mind, and strength, and to love our neighbor as ourselves. And so I wanted to share a song with you today that echoes those words. You can do it in a 3-part round. Since I'm just one voice, we will just sing all 3 verses and probably through a couple of times. But the words are really simple, and I think you'll catch on pretty fast. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul and all your mind, and love all humankind as you would love yourself. And the second verse shifts just a little bit to make room for it because it is a different rhythm. And then the third verse, we've got Christian lives to live. We've got Jesus' love to give. we've got nothing to hide because in God we abide. And so like I said, I will sing it through a couple of times and invite you to join me as you feel so moved. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul and all your mind, and love all humankind as you would love yourself, and love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul and mind, and love all humankind. We've got Christian lives to live, we've got Jesus love to give, we've got nothing to hide because in God we abide. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul and all your mind, and love all humankind as you would love yourself, and love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul and mind, and love all humankind. We've got Christian lives to live, we've got Jesus love to give, we've got nothing to hide because in God we abide. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul and all your mind, and love all humankind as you would love yourself, and love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul and mind, and love all humankind. We've got Christian lives to live, we've got Jesus love to give, we've got nothing to hide because in God we abide. Love. So this week, as you think about next steps for our country, next steps for you as an individual living in our country, think about those steps in terms of our mission as children of God to share God's love, to love the Lord our God with all our heart and soul and mind, and to love our neighbor as ourselves. I hope you all have a great weekend. Hope to see you at worship on Sunday, 9 o'clock here on Facebook or on YouTube, and we will see you then. Have a great weekend, everybody.